play is not something these guys, they're getting it done up front. As we've seen this rushing attack have some early success.
Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be brought out by the 2-time MVP in the NFL, who's now in his 15th season, Aaron Rodgers.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes, not a whole... more he could have done to win that game. But you know something that's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years, because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former 2nd-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a 1st-round pick in the NFL. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. Broken tackle. Power running by Zeke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Tremont Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tremont Williams there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 39, Rodgers, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Here's Rodgers to throw again. He's going to float this one. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 24, Prescott. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So that one an 8-play drive. It's this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.